All right, let's get right into it. Is cricket a sport or is it a business? It's a question that really gets to the core of what it means to be a fan today. Think about it. When your team loses, are you actually mourning a defeat on the field or are you just disappointed with the show you paid to watch? Today, we're going to break down that very fine line.
Come on, be honest with me for a second. Have you ever lost sleep after a match? You know what I'm talking about? Just staring at the ceiling at 2 in the morning, replaying that one dropped catch, that one bad shot, over and over again. That sick feeling in your stomach? Yeah, millions of us know exactly what that feels like.
Or what about this one? Tapping away on your phone like a madman, deep in the comments section defending your favorite player from some random stranger. If any of that sounds even vaguely familiar, you get the kind of emotional investment we're talking about here.
And this right here just sums it up perfectly. For us fans, a big win is basically a national holiday. There are parties in the street, but a loss? Oh, it can feel like a legitimate national disaster. And that crazy emotional roller coaster is exactly where we're starting this journey.
Okay, but now we need to switch gears. Let's pull back that emotional curtain for a minute and look at the cold, hard facts, the numbers, and the massive structure that sits behind the game we love so much. Is it really just about a bat and a ball?
The very first thing you have to wrap your head around is the sheer scale of it all. We are not talking about some small local operation here. Modern cricket is a gigantic, multi-billion-dollar global industry. And honestly, that one fact changes absolutely everything. So where does all this money even come from? Well, this gives you a pretty good map. You've got broadcasting companies paying out billions of dollars, sponsors throwing millions around just to get their little logo on a jersey, and that's before we even touch on the absolute behemoths that are the franchise leagues, the IPL, the Big Bash, you name it, and the whole player auction circus. It's a lot more than just a game, right? This quote really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? In these big leagues, players are literally put on an auction block. Their value isn't based on how much the fans love them or some sense of national pride. Nope. It's a market price, plain and simple, based on what some team owner is willing to pay. It is pure, unfiltered business. And, this whole business reality has totally transformed what it means to be a cricketer. They aren't just athletes anymore. Now they're brands. Let's unpack what that really means.
And here is the big disconnect. As fans, we look at the screen and we see our heroes playing for the flag, for national glory. But the modern reality is they're also professionals, managing their own personal brand and playing for a very, very lucrative contract that might have zero to do with their national team.
Think about it. A top player's income is so much more than just their match fee. They're basically running their own company through all these endorsements, sponsored Instagram posts, and of course, those huge franchise deals. Sometimes a 2-month league contract can be worth way more than playing for your country for a whole year. Now, this is a super important point. This isn't a knock on the players. It doesn't make them greedy or disloyal or anything like that. It just makes them professionals, navigating a high-stakes, high-reward industry. They're just playing the game within the system that's been built. So, okay. If the players are pros and the cricket boards are businesses, what does that mean for you, the fan? Well, when the business of cricket smacks up against the passion of the fan, you get a serious disconnect. And believe me, someone ends up paying the price. Let's go back to that sleepless night we talked about. When a team loses, it's the fan who really truly suffers. The emotional gut punch, the stupid arguments online, that ruined mood that can stick around for days, that is a real cost. But what about on the other side of that coin? Well, for them, it's just another day at the office. The business just keeps on rolling. The players, they still get their massive salaries, win or lose. The sponsors, their logos got all the screen time they paid for. The leagues, they're still counting their billions. At the end of the day, the only person whose life is genuinely negatively impacted is the fan who cared a little too much. So, what's the answer? Do we just stop caring? Stop watching? No, of course not. The answer is to find a healthier way to be a fan, a way to enjoy this incredible spectacle of a game while, and this is key, protecting your own peace of mind. I think the best place to start is just by changing how you see it. This slide says it all, really. Think of modern cricket as an entertainment product. The players are employees, the boards are businesses, and a lot of the decisions are driven by money, not just pure passion. So here are a few simple steps. Respect the heck out of the players for their skill, but maybe don't idolize them like they're flawless gods. Try to accept that losing is just part of the show you're watching. And most important of all, never forget that your real life, your job, your family, your friends, is so much bigger than the result of one cricket match. This is the one thing I want you to take away from all this. The next time you feel that wave of anger or sadness after a loss, just take a deep breath and tell yourself, it's a business. The product you bought didn't quite deliver today, but it doesn't have to ruin your entire day. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. You're a fan. You're not a shareholder. You don't get a dividend check when the team wins, right? You're here for the love of the game, for the entertainment. So why are you paying the highest price of all? Why are you paying with your own peace of mind?